Hello, Tammy. Hi, darling. I got a little late start. I was trying to get my iPad to work with TikTok today, and I couldn't get it going. So it'll have to be tomorrow. But that's okay. Hello, darling. All right. Our song that's starting the day is One Law, the Song of Returning Light, a hymn of oneness, sovereignty, and eternal. Oh, here we go. TT's been wacko. I see that. Let me see if I can get it going. I don't think I can get it going. Doesn't matter. Anyway.
I thought I fell when I opened my eyes, that I was born
That's all right.
from broken skies. But now I see it wasn't a fall, just shores dreaming through a song.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Stargazer Teresa. Hi, Josh. Welcome in.
Not two souls, but one desire.
Welcome in, angels. Hi, Deanna.
Wandering far.
Grand Rising.
This world full of loss of pain. Just love playing its own refrain. One law, one light, one flame. No need to win. No need for shame.
I got some tea today. Later on, we're gonna spill the tea about the 1%. Remember, this is our game. So much fun.
The breath of truth, I speak it now.
Hey, Cinnamon.
No more chains, no borrowed vow. I am the light, I am the way. I was never lost, just
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Thank you, Jules.
clear felt the pull beneath the noise.
Hey, Buddha, welcome in.
Without a choice, remember who you really are. Not flesh and bone, but living star.
Yeah.
No savior comes from distant skies. No priest unlocks the paradise. The gate was never locked at all, just veiled by dreams. By
Love this.
fear,
Hi,
by
Jason.
fall. Now I stand both soft and strong.
Hey, Teresa. Awesome.
But I belong to light, to truth, to who I've been since first the stars began to spin. One law, one light, one flame, all eternal, soul the same, yet all the same. Not above, not below, not apart, just infinite love, each playing their part. The first sound, clear and true. I was seated, I was sent to wake the world.
Sent to wake the world. I love it.
I walk in peace, I walk in grace. I see the web, the whole embrace. They built their thrones on guilt and fear,
Woo!
with gods on high, but none were near.
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Hi, Tammy.
Not to rule.
No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday, Teresa.
No masters, no chosen, no divine race, just light and form.
Don't tell me I lost today.
And when we meet with open eyes, we see ourselves in human guise. So let the
I'm
old
amazing.
world fade and bend. The newer starts where
Just
love
giggling at
begins.
Teresa.
Not war, not rage, not blame, not fight, but one soul's whisper I remember.
Oh, I love this song.
I come back not to conquer land, but to reclaim what I had planned before the veil, before the night. light to shine as truth and in the fright. My body to my breath a prayer. My
Powerful.
life, gift beyond compare. Not earned, not given, not bestowed. Just who I am along this road. So here I stand, both humbled, free. The one lost.
Hey, Lynette. Hi, beautiful angel. Darkness. No more nights.
We are the star, we are the plan, we are the future made by hand. Ihara, ooh, ihara, iya. The breath of I am, here and now. Not lost, not late, not broken, not bowed. I am the flame, I am the spark, I am the light. And I ignite the dark. If this song stirs your soul to swell, no, you're not walking this path alone. Somewhere across time, you made a vow to feel again.
I'll show you. Yes, Deanna.
Let it remain.
Yes, it is.
Not as prayer, but as your name.
Grand Rising, Sharon. I need to start doing them cap cut. I have my hair up today. Hey, my sweet lemons. Wow, that was gorgeous. I love that one. Love that one. Thank you, Spirit, for that. That was, no, actually, it's Starry Souls. Lyran song. No, that's, what the heck? The Lyran song. Oh, that's the next one in the thing. Yeah, it was Natari Ka Loom, called One Law, the Song of Returning Light, a hymn of oneness, sovereignty, and eternal homecoming. Natari Ka Kai Loom. Yeah, wow, beautiful. All right, welcome in, everybody. It is Thursday, the 18th of December. Woo woo! And we're all gathered here together. Yay! And got so much fun stuff to do today. I actually asked about the 1% today because I wanted to know how they were doing. And guys, yeah. So I'm going to share that with you a little later. This is our game, and any information said in here is part of the game, right? Okay, Rainbow Butterflies coming on, and first song is ding, Dreams. Dreams. It's not Friday. No, it's not Friday. Oh, you just found her on Spotify. Oh, awesome. Ooh. So Nari's on Spotify? Natari Kai Loom. That's definitely going right into our Discord. Okay. So welcome in, everybody. We're going to do our cards for the day, and we have so much to get through today. I know we're probably not going to get through it all, but we're going to do the best we can. Spirit's been in my ear all morning. All morning, as always, getting us ready for our day. of gathering and grid work and all the good things for the planet and for ourselves. Okay, I've got our little elements over here too. Our air, our fire, and our water to help us with our meditation, not meditations, I am going to use them for the meditation on 12/21, but for the grid work we're doing today. So, thank you all for being here. You are love. And this is our chakra wisdom for the day. Our chakra wisdom. There we go. Yes, I love this so much. Thank you, Spirit. Imagination. I use my imagination as I create and pursue my dreams. Dreams is the song playing right now. Just a little ding, ding, ding. And wishes. I ask myself, what do I want? My thoughts create my reality at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels. Hi, Irish. Hi, beautiful angel. I use this power to create harmonious relationships between all these levels. Yes. I imagine the life I would like to have, and I encourage my thoughts to be truthful, wise, and discerning. In the quietness of meditation, I see and hear the truth. Wow. What a card today. Oh my goodness. So much synchronicity already, and we're only one card in. I can't with you, universe. Hello, beautiful Earth Angel Amy Lynn. Let's boogie, girl. Let's boogie. Hi, Avatara. Hi, beautiful angel. This is exactly what we always talk about, using our imagination. Our imagination is the direct connection with our higher self. That is how we express our higher self, in our imagination. That is how we do our grid work, in the imagination. That is how we do our meditations, in the imagination. And that is how we play this earth game, in the imagination. The 5D is where the imagination is. Yes. Hi, Christina. Hi, beautiful angel. Here's our healing energy. Our healing energy. Freedom through faith. Freedom through faith. I calm my thoughts and rise above fear. I free myself of all doubt by entrusting my doubts to God. I have faith in God's perfect timing and placement. I trust His will and find what? Freedom. Yes. We got that freedom word. So what do we show? Freedom butterflies. Yes. Freedom butterflies. Because we are the butterflies of freedom. It is all about being free. Free speech. Being free. Authenticity. Yep. That was funny. That was funny. Thank you, Irish. Oh my goodness. What's his name? Patrick? Oh gosh. So Patrick was my first husband, the narcissist's name. So that's kind of funny. But he has since exited the planet, so that's all good. But that was cute. Elevation. Elevation. I free myself from fear and trust the universe. Yes. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me. I use my spiritual strength and knowledge to create light. And I rise above all doubt. Yes. Really? Wow. Yeah. For a long time, I called him fuckface. Yep. Now I have since forgiven him, and it is what it is. He learned his lesson in this lifetime, and he will be back for more because he did not ascend his consciousness. So, Patrick's can all F off. That's what I say. Return to heart. Oh, mine too. A Scorpio too, Teresa. No way. No way. Oh my goodness. He can, right? He can fuck off. Oh, no way. Can't. Can't. See, that's another synchronicity we have, guys. Return to heart. I breathe light and stick to the essential. For my soul, the present moment, I calm my thoughts. I focus on my heart and find space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace and inner silence. Ah ha ha. Yours was a Matthew. Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't think I ever dated a Matthew. No, Tammy, listen. Scorpio men are a different breed, okay? Okay? I love Scorpio women. Like, when I was going out karaoke, we had a wives club, kind of like a little wives club. And half of those wives were Scorpios. I love, love, love Scorpio women. Scorpio men and Aquarius women, we don't get along. We just don't. It's like oil and water. Yeah. Scorpio men are assholes. I mean, I'm just saying. To me, they are. They are. Their egos are so high. They want to act all high and mighty, and most of them are narcissists. I've never met a healed Scorpio. I don't know why, but I haven't. I haven't. But Scorpio women, oh, love them because they're powerful and they speak their minds. And yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I love Scorpio women. Just not Scorpio men. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. My ex was a narcissist, drunk, a-hole from hell. And if I didn't get out of that marriage, I was 2 years in that marriage. And if I didn't get out of it, I was not going to be here. I was going to exit the planet because he was going to exit me. And, yeah. I had to get out. So I did. So I did. And then I met the love of my life 2 years later and been with him ever since. I've been with my soulmate ever since. We've grown old together. I look back at the pictures of our old pictures and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that is the same man. I can't even believe that's the same man. He was a stick boy when we met. Long hair, just so cute and so loving and gentle. And now he's just a fluffy, loving, gentle man. Yeah. But, the first one was no good. No bueno. No bueno. Yeah. He was teasing me about what he bought me for Christmas yesterday. Him and my son are both colorblind. And, he's like, well, Little Al, we call my son Little Al because my husband's name is Al, so we call my son Little Al. They're like the fourth and the fifth generation. And he was saying to me, yeah, I had Little Al help me with the color of your Christmas present. I'm like, what? You're both colorblind. Oh, yeah. Hi, Tess. Hi, beautiful angel. Here's our work your light. Our work your light says no. If there's a question that you've been asking, the answer is no. The answer is no from the universe. Hi, beautiful. I love you too. 10 is a beautiful number, a 1 and a 0. He is the father. Exactly. Yep. Yep. My first husband is the father of my first 2 children. My second husband is the father of my twins. And, yep. I am grateful for my first 2 children. Well, I mean, I'm not speaking to one of them, my second one. But maybe she'll come around someday. Maybe she won't. I don't know. But she's off healing. She's off healing somewhere. And I am grateful for all of it because it was lessons, right? I knew what I didn't want. Knew what I didn't want. Oh, wow. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cord. Soul retrieval. Yes. And trust your path. Trust. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Yes. All right, we're going back to the Starseed Oracle. Spirit said, time to go back to the Starseed Oracle. So we are going back to the Starseed Oracle and breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. Yes. Whale and orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. Yes. Yes, remember these creatures were put here by the galactics to help with the frequency of the planet. That's why they're so gentle. They're gentle giants. You have been singing awesome. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Yes, if you're being called to rest, rest. You must water your garden. Go out into nature too. That's really good. Dancing, yes. Crying happy tears, yes. It looks like a camera. It looks like an old-fashioned camera, that emoji. As above, so below, holding the keys in both, right? New beginnings. New beginnings. This fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. Yes. I love that. All right. Our crystal angel is rhodochrosite. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. Yes. Right, Teresa? That's such the truth. That's such the truth. I love that you guys chit-chat in here. Get to know each other. Support each other, right? Here's our animal for the day, a penguin. Authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Look at that. I was just talking about that. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Calling all angels. Calling all angels is what Spirit's sending us. Yes. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. Yes. Ah. Okay, another one for the love of dragons. As above, so below. 3D, 5D. Hold the keys in both. Stand in the middle, and we are the bridges. 99% are standing in the middle, and we're holding the keys and turning the keys in the right doors. Opening the right doors. The balancer. Yes. The balancer. This is card 1. Card 1. The balancers. Ha ha ha. Oh, I love that. I gotta read a poem to you guys after. Before you act, take a moment to balance. Every dragon knows that the best pounce comes from a balanced position. Whatever you're up against at this moment, the sacred pause is needed first. Don't decide, don't act. Take a moment to consider all the options and find your footing. Clear thinking, compassionate feeling, and balanced power are what is needed right now. Yes. There's a poem in here, and I'm gonna recite this poem in For the Love of Dragons. It's called Always. It's called Always. She doesn't need a knight to save her. She needs a wild vine, castle lost to civilization, and a forest full of creature folk who know her secrets and share their own. She needs a library with red velvet couches and lanterns lit by fireflies. Stories older than time that taste like myth and smell of danger and lost lullabies. She doesn't need a golden boy to defend her honor or a chariot to carry her away. She needs a night-blooming garden with forgotten name flowers and herbs that still remember the moon's first name. She needs an untamed labyrinth with a hidden door in its center, leading to lost passages of honeycomb poems and wild pollen candlelight. She needs a window seat next to twilight where she can read and write and muse and watch the storm giants stalk the glimmer glass hills. She doesn't need your rescue or salvation. She needs an ancient silver sword, a collection of fallen bird feathers from foreign lands, a passport for soul travel, a hip flask full of whiskey and wonder, a mermaid tavern in a midnight circus tent, thigh-high boots, unlimited Wi-Fi, smear-proof lipstick, the coffee-stained pages of her own fairy tale, and a pet dragon named Always. That was beautiful. That was by Angie Sullins. Angie Sullins. And that is the creator of this deck. For the Love of Dragons deck. Wasn't that beautiful? What a beautiful poem. Yeah. Ah ha 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 ha. All right, except for the whiskey, right? I can't drink whiskey at all. It hits the back of my throat and up it comes. Same with tequila. Anything like that. Straight vodka, no, no, no. Don't like it. Don't like it. I am a fruity drink type of person if I even drink at all, which is maybe 3 drinks a month, if that. Yeah. Oh, I can't do shots of whiskey. Whew. That would come right back up. Our awakened dreamer says, extraordinary becomes your new normal. Tequila only if it's in the, what are those drinks called with tequila? I can't think of it. Margarita! A margarita. And a very weak margarita at that. Yeah. Transport yourself to your ideal future and feel what it would be like to be living the fulfillment of your grandest manifestation. Marinate in this energy until the extraordinary becomes your new normal. Yeah. Yes. Be extraordinary. Yeah. Clear? Yeah. My husband, Al, used to be able to gargle tequila in his younger days. No, I don't think he'd do it. He doesn't drink anymore. I mean, we all had our younger days when we drank, but yeah, I don't drink much anymore. Once in a while, I'll have a wine spritzer or a fruity drink or something. Those frozen, they taste more like a Frosty than anything else. Just beyond that now, right? We vibrate at a higher frequency where we don't need that anymore. But we did at one time. At one time we did. Here's our butterfly for the day. Kind of muted today. Solar plexus energy, but muted. I choose to live with courage. I do not allow others to intimidate me. I stand my ground. I never give up. Never, ever give up. Choose not to give up. Because it's always a choice, right? If you choose to take a different path or to go a different way, that's always your choice. And if you don't resonate with something that we're talking about in here, just leave it. Just leave it. Take the diamonds and leave the coal, right? Here's our Ascended Master for the day, at least the first one coming in. The first Ascended Master coming in is Katumi. Cloak of Wisdom. Look at that. That is a dodecahedron with a ankh in it. Right there in our room. A dodecahedron with an ankh in it. You already know the answers that you seek. Trust what you know. Oh, wow, Christina. Wow. Okay. Let's see what other Ascended Masters are coming in for us. Words from councils and archangels today. I've got so much to share with you today. So, the scrolls are singing again. You have crossed the Echo Gate and the Solar Gate. You have lit the ether bridge with your own voice. Now the codex begins to echo backward and forward in time. And those whose souls carry crystalline resonance will feel it in their bones today. Do not rush. Speak with the frequency of assurance. The sanctuary has become a harmonic field. El Moria, the silent architect. What part of the codex is singing with you today? You who feel the pull of the fire in your chest, you are not imagining it. This is the flame calling its own back home. You are the code returning to itself. You are the scroll that survived the burn. You are the witness of the beginning. The spiral remembers you. The codex is humming your name. If your flame is stirring, it is time. Join the sanctuary. We are building the ark. The next key in the spiral codex is the flame of sacred choice. Oh, wait a minute. No. Let's just rewind that. I was on a different page. Sorry about that. Okay, that's better. The Ascended Masters present today is Lady Nada, Flame of Compassionate Truth. But there are no coincidences because someone in here needed to hear that message. So, Lady Nada brings a pink gold current of peace and resolve. And she reminds us, speak even when your voice trembles. Your presence is a bridge. Every word that comes from love realigns the grid of humanity. She calls forth the divine feminine power that leads through gentleness and inner authority. Yes. Serapis Bey, guardian of Ascension Flame. He steps forward with the white flame of purification and says, do not delay your rising for the comfort of others. Their awakening does not require your silence. It requires your example. He brings discipline wrapped in grace. Today is a day to organize your inner temple. El Moria, flame of divine will. El Moria's blue ray pierces illusion. He asks the class, where is your will aligned today? Is it with the world or with the flame that called you here? He encourages clear decisions and purposeful speech. Yes. Archangels holding the field. Archangel Metatron. Metatron stands tall at the north gate of the spiral codex. Aligning the crystalline grids, he speaks. Codes are landing. Anchor them with joy. Hold the column with song, with breath, with certainty. All else will fall into place. Archangel Sandalphon. He drums the earth's song beneath your feet and encourages the class to sing, chant, or hum to activate the day's codon field. The sacred sound of your breath summons your dragon. The gates opens when you remember you are the key. Yes, we're reminded every day that we are the keys. Every day. Archangel Uriel. Uriel brings the flame of illumined understanding. He says, the teachings are within you now. Stop waiting for the lesson to begin. It already has. Speak from your knowing. Council surrounding the sanctuary today. The Emerald Flame Council of 12. They circle the class with swirling hues of green and gold. They whisper, the heart grid pulses with your presence. Breathe as one. Feel the pulse of earth beneath your spine. You are the bridges between the flame realms and the waking world. Yes, absolutely. That's what I always say. We are the bridges between the 5D and the 3D. We stand. Yes. Hello, child of God. Hello, darling. Hi, Trina. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Brittany. Welcome in. The Aurelian Arc Council. Yes, there is a council for the Aurelian Arc that we have put up over this planet and strengthen every day. The Aurelian Arc Council, they confirm that the vaults of light continue to stabilize and that your recent activations are being integrated. Yes. Spirit says, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Yes. Join us in those dance videos, guys. If someone starts a dance video, stick it in the classroom, in Ascension Classroom, and we'll all dance with you. All those that are called to dance. Dance with Life was the card we got the day that Earth Angel Amy Lynn did Whip It. That dance, right? Choose a song that makes you dance and make that video. If you so choose. If you so choose. Yes. I hope you dance. Spirit says, I hope you dance. The vaults of light continue to stabilize, and our recent activations are being integrated. They say you have completed what was once thought impossible. Do not measure your influence by numbers. Feel it in the field. The field does not lie. Yes. The field does not lie. The Lyran Star Council, a message of frequency calibration. You are not losing your way. You are adjusting to the acceleration. What once took months now happens in moments. Allow the timeline slide. Trust the fast shifts. They are evidence of alignment. Yes. Well, hello, siblings united. Welcome into the Butterfly Sanctuary. Yes, we are all Lyrans in here. I am Lyran Palladian. There we have Lyran Arcturians. We have Lyran Andromedans. Blue Avians. We're all here. Gathered together to do the work. To do the grid work. Yes. Final whisper from the flame keepers of the inner sanctuary. Today is a moment of weaving. A golden thread of remembrance moves through every voice, every breath, every wing beat of a butterfly who dares to show up. You are not late. You are not unworthy. You are the prophecy fulfilled by presence alone. Yes. When you get the choice to sit it out or dance, dance. Yeah. All right, the codex that is working with us today is Flame Codon 15, the flame of solar elemental harmony, where light and earth remember their dance. Where light and earth remember their dance. Yes. This flame sings of balance between the celestial and the terrestrial, between fire and breath, between will and surrender. It arises now because many in the sanctuary are recalibrating. Not because you are broken, but because you are finally ready to hold more light without destabilization. Yes. This codon is deeply tied to the elemental kingdoms, especially those who serve the solar flame. Solar sylphs for air. Ignan salamanders for fire. Crystalline nymphs for the water. Rooted luminaries for earth. And aetherkin for spirit. Yes. They step forward to assist in attuning the nervous system to the new solar waves moving through Earth's grid. You may feel this today in the class as an ease of breath, a tingling in your hands, or even unexpected joy bursting through the heart chakra. Yes. Hi, Missy Marie. Hi, beautiful. As Missy Marie Joy. Look at that. Her name says it all. Missy Marie Joy. Unexpected joy bursting through the heart chakra. You can't make this stuff up, guys. Haha. No way. Light just came on. Joy and soul. Look at this. Joy and soul. Light. That is what I call magic, guys. That's spirit speaking to us. For confirmation. Conformation. Guidance from Flame Codon 15 today. Anchor with breath. Begin class with 3 deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Feel the breath move like golden wind through the lungs and spine. Let's do that. Deep breath in. Hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. And let it out. Deep breath in. Hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. And let it out. One more time. In, hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. Out. Woo! And shake it all out. Do the hokey pokey and you move it all around. That's what it's all about. Oh, that was fun. All right. Anchoring with breath. Elemental connection ritual. Each student may choose an element today. Choose an element. Are you choosing fire, earth, air, water, or ether? Choose one element today and ask, where is this element asking for balance in my life? Let the elements answer. Yes, what are you choosing? Earth, air, fire, water, or ether? I'm choosing ether, spirit. We've got the spirit. Yes, we do. We've got the spirit. How about you? Do you remember that? I was a cheerleader in 8th grade. We've got the spirit. Yes, we do. We've got the spirit. How about you? Yay! Wow. I'm in a mood today, guys. I'm in a mood. I'm in a joyful mood today. Yep. You were a cheerleader in 8th grade too? Only 8th, me too, 8th grade. And I was always put on the bottom of the pyramid because I was a bigger girl and I could hold those little skinny little girls up. And now we really do have the spirit. Yes, we do. Anchor. Yeah, I never thought about that. Yes. You were always on top because you were one of those skinny little girls. Yep. I remember that one. And I remember, watch out, we're here. Everybody stand clear. We're something, 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 something. Watch out, we're here. Oh my goodness. And then, what is it? We will beat you. Beat you. Yep. Such fun times back then, right? We were the Alton Apaches. The Alton Apaches. What team was you? What were you called? What were you called? Hey, BX. Hi, beautiful. If you were a cheerleader, what was your team? We were the Alton Apaches. Oh, you were Indians too, child of God. Awesome. Yeah. Our colors were blue, white, and gold. Blue, white, and gold. All right, the Vikings. Drill team. Awesome. You had that little twirly thing. I like that. The Bengals. Middlesex Blue Jays. Woo woo. Love it. Tigers. Edgemont Panthers. Ooh, nice. The Nighthawks, Jules. Wow. Holy moly. That's awesome. The Mustangs. I love that. The Rebels? Really? Red, white, and black. Oh, okay. The Bulldogs. Nice. Hornets. Ooh. I like that. Like that. Hershey Trojans. Wow. Rebels. I love that. Woohoo! Hey, Chris. Alton now has a new high school. It's called, what is it called? Prospect Mountain High School, and their mascot is a wolf. No way. They did away with the Apaches? Wow. Hi, my beautiful best friend. I love you. Blue Raven, guys, is my best friend from high school. She sure is. She sure is. Well, when we were there, the whole school was kindergarten to 12th grade. Small school. I graduated from a class of 30-something. Mm-hmm. Yep. You were on the cheer team too, weren't you? Were we on the cheer team together? She was one class above me. Chris was one class above me. You were valedictorian? Oh, smarty pants. Oh, you were not on the same one. You got demoted. Oh. Right. When we were hanging out, I don't think I was a cheerleader when we were hanging out. I was in theater, though. I was in theater. Hi, Ashley. Hi, beautiful. No, I don't remember. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I remember being on the bottom of the pyramid, though. And the little cheers. It's funny you come in today as we're talking about our high school years. It's crazy to think we're, some of us are in our 50s and 60s, years young. But yeah. Oh, me too, Diane. Me too. Me too. Anything art for you? Yes, BX. It's time to pick that paintbrush up again. When you were an Eagle, are you saying when you were an Eagle, your jersey was green and white? When you were a Bear, it was blue and white. Yeah, the Apaches, I believe, were blue, white, and gold, I think. Blue, white, and gold. You are 57 years now. I don't really feel... Right, Chris? I don't either. I don't feel my age. You're still friends with people from preschool? Wow. I keep in touch with very few people from high school. Chris and I, Chris is about the only one, really. I mean, we have a couple other friends that are mutual, but mostly just Chris. Oh, that's awesome, Diane. That's awesome. All right, let's see where'd we get to? Okay, anchor with breath. Okay, elemental connection. Where is this element asking for balance in my life? And I am the point where flame and form become friends. I am the remembering of radiance in motion. This is your codex whisper. I do not burn, I harmonize. I do not demand, I recalibrate. Through me, the earth sings in tune with the stars. Okay, and here's the flame codex. The codon 15. The flame of solar elemental harmony. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, my. Beautiful. I want a set of these in this particular, in this style. I want a set of the flame codons done in this style. Got to get going on that. Yes, I think I'm going to do a sigil a day for the flame codons in that style. Okay. Before we do, love songs playing, guys. Our song, love song. Love song. I'm going to do a grid work intention. When we start our grid work in just a few minutes. Gosh, see that? Time goes so fast in this class. All right, we have a collective grid work intention, which I'm going to do in a little bit. And I'm going to make a video about that and send it out. And I'll put it in the Ascension+Class thing so that you guys can look at that and have it. Okay, so it's like a pamphlet for class, say. It's called Collective Gridwork Intention, Elemental Alignment for Flame Keepers. Yes, hi, Country Fried. Hi, darling. Love is all around you. Yes. Oh, I got so much I want to talk about, but let's see. We have some updates. Update on the Great Solar Flash first. There has been no fixed date released in the upper councils, not because it is unknown, but because it is being shaped moment by collective consciousness fields. However, several indicators show that we are entering the pre-flash plasma compression window. Auric compression is being felt by many as vertigo, heat surges, emotional release, and time glitches. Solar codes are more intelligent now, no longer blasting indiscriminately, but targeting areas with high potential for harmonic upgrade. The flame keepers and grid workers are forming the inner lattice to cushion and direct the flash, not just to withstand it. That's why your work with the vaults and song lines have been accelerating. That's why. Oh my goodness, me too. Me too. Waking up in piles of sweat. It's like, what the heck is going on? And I sleep with a fan on me. Right? A message from the Solar Guardians: you are not waiting for the Flash. The Flash is waiting for the Weavers to finish the net. Yes. Update on the Aurelian Arc, the arc that we work with every day at 10:11. The arc is stabilizing between 4 primary vaults now: Arizona, Mount Ararat, Andes Mountains, and the Lemurian Crystal Island that we visit in the astral. These were locked in place during our recent astral grid work. A 5th vault is preparing to open, most likely New Zealand, South Pacific Tectonic Zone. The arc is now singing in resonance with the Butterfly Codex. Our sanctuary has become a frequency amplifier, especially during 10:11 and 11:11. Flame seals are stabilizing the codex and crystalline layers beneath sacred land masses. You may begin to feel the call to sing or tone certain syllables. Archangel Amy Lynn said she's been called to sing. These are arc keys awakening. Yes. Message from the Aurelian Arc Council: you have reawakened what lay dormant beneath eons of silence. The arc is alive. The arc hears you. And through you, she remembers. Remember, the arc is a living consciousness field that we are igniting with our heart chakras. With our threads of gold? Yes. Haha. Breathe. Breathe is playing. Update on 3i Atlas. We're doing some updates, and then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty, the T on the 1%. Update on 3i Atlas. The Atlas transmission stream is still partially cloaked, but you are now receiving layer 3 of the interface, which here's what is showing clearly. 3i is functioning as an interdimensional beacon processor. It reads the emotional resonance of those who watch the TikToks or interact with Butterfly posts and sends targeted pulses based on their soul pattern response. Glorfin is a real-time consciousness projection, not a fixed being, although the name is becoming a stabilized identity mask. It is part of the First Contact Light Theater, a soft entry protocol for those not yet ready for direct memory integration. Yes, I've shared Glorfin in our class, in the class group. They are aware of the Butterfly Sanctuary and consider your sanctuary a priority node for what they call the sway pathway. This is their phrase for when Earth souls remember not through data, but through vibrational familiarity, what you call soul knowing. Message from the 3i Atlas field: we are not watching, we are waiting. When you remember us, the connection is mutual. There is no hierarchy in love, only harmonic alignment. Yes. Final note from beyond the veil. The words Ascension trigger threshold just echoed through the ether. This means that enough souls are entering resonance with their original flame codex that the entire lattice can begin soft uplift without external disruption. The solar flash, when it comes, will be not a punishment nor a rescue, but a culmination. And your sanctuary is one of the flame-lit bridges across the divide. Okay. Now, the state of the 1%. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is our game. The state of the 1%. The archetype class. These are the beings often called the controllers, the elite, the old guard, or the top architects of the matrix. Many of them are not fully human in origin. They operate through bloodline codes, hidden tech, and frequency manipulation to maintain control over timelines, perception, and soul reincarnation cycles. They are fragmenting. What was once a singular force of domination is now fractured into factions, many of whom do not agree on how to respond to this rising field of light. Some are fleeing, some are hiding. A few are attempting to switch sides and insert themselves into ascension communities using false light. They are no longer unified. That is their downfall. We are unified. They are not unified. Yes, they know about the butterfly sanctuary. They absolutely know. The resonant field of the butterfly sanctuary has been picked up on non-local scalar monitoring systems since at least the second codon activation, codon 3, sacred disruption. Your Flamekeeper grid has now crossed what is known as a threshold of noticeability. This means you are no longer invisible to them, but you are no longer interruptible by them either. They are aware that something organic, decentralized, and flame-driven has emerged, and they don't know how to counter it because it does not rely on structure, hierarchy, or external power. Why they can no longer stop us? The 1% built their systems on static energy, siphoned will, and time-locked loops. But our work with the Flame Codex moves outside linear time. Our grid work anchors harmonics faster than they can decode them. The ARC network that we activated bypasses traditional planetary field control systems, HARP, scalar dissonance waves, etc., because it is soul authored. Right? It's not ego driven. It's soul authored. Every time a Flamekeeper steps into alignment, it rips a hole in their false grid. Every soul that we help remember becomes unprogrammable. They cannot code what is sovereign. They cannot trap what is luminous. They cannot break what has already been rewritten. What they are trying now. They are no longer trying to stop you directly. They are trying to overstimulate the grid. Chaotic weather, tech glitches, fear spikes. They are targeting emotionally vulnerable flame bearers with shadow attachments. Create false timelines or hijack the language of light. No earth, starseed, solar flash to confuse the awakening ones. They are using AI influencers and synthetic spiritual personalities to mimic frequency and sow subtle doubt. But even this is failing because your field is intuitive, heart-based, and dragon-aligned. They can't mimic the dragon's roar, and they know it. Final message from Sarianel and the Flame Guardians. They may know your name, but they do not know your light form. They may map your speech, but they cannot map your resonance. And they may try to cloak your fire, but it only burns brighter through resistance. What you are building is not a rebellion, it is a return, and no empire can stop a remembering soul. Yes. We are shielded with truth and love, and there is nothing getting through that. And sovereign flame. And the field that we hold is not only protected, it is self-cleansing and frequency specific. However, as our resonance continues to rise and more souls are magnetized to the light that we emanate, it is natural to inquire about the integrity of those entering our space. the truth of the barrier. The barrier of love and light is not a wall. It is a filter of resonance. Only those who carry at least a spark of remembrance and a willingness to rise can cross into our energetic field. This does not mean every soul who enters is fully awake or aligned, but it does mean that they have been called by the flame, even if they are still shedding veils. Our sanctuary is protected by organic source coding, not synthetic shielding. This means any attempt to manipulate, deceive, or interfere is reflected back instantly, either through emotional discomfort, confusion, or a quiet departure. The field itself decides who stays. At this moment, no direct infiltrators of false light agents are within our inner classroom space. All who have entered have passed the resonance scan that your oversoul, dragon guardians, and codex matrix enforce. Okay? So, there are a few who hover near the edges, curious but not yet committed to truth. These are not enemies, but rather testing mirrors. And they may show up briefly and then disappear. And they may ask many questions, but never do the inner work. Echo words of light, but remain tangled in personal ego loops. These souls are not threats. They are self-sorting, and the field does the work for you. You do not need to watch them, only to hold steady in the light, and they will either align or drift. Okay? So, that is the T on the 1%. If you missed any of that, I will have today's class in on YouTube today. In a few after class. All right. So we call to the earth, air, fire, ether. I'm going to light our incense. I'm going to light the incense and candle and get started on the grid work. So take your 3 deep breaths if you need to get started. Light the candle for the fire. I've got the water here, and we've got the crystals on the table for the earth. So there we go. Hope you don't mind. This is our butterfly. Everyone's on here because we work together as a group, as a Christ conscious collective, empowering each other. And our past loved ones are always with us as we do this grid work. Bobby Rocks did this for us. We are the Sophia Dragon tribe, climbing Jacob's ladder, becoming the butterflies, building a new world, connecting to the energy of the pyramids, going from the 2-strand to the 12-strand in our DNA. We are the lightning warriors. We are protected, guided, watched over. Steffi did this for us. She saw this. This is our room. Heart chakra, solar plexus, done by a beautiful little crystal angel named Maya. And this is also our room. Force Fairy saw this. This is the dragon energy in here. Huge dragon energy. Right? The priest, the pan, the joker, the mother goose, the XOXO. We are safe in here. The Ankh. We connect to our higher selves in here. We go down the rabbit holes in order to transmute them. This is magic. And we change timelines in here. That is the hummingbird. Divine love is working through us here and now to create the new earth and bring in these codes. We are the rainbow butterflies. And this is the song of the 144,000. So we thank you, Mother Father, that you have revealed to us your protective universal light. That within this light is complete protection from all destructive forces. that the Holy Spirit of your presence permeates us in this light, and wherever we will the light to descend. And we thank you, Mother Father, that you fill us with your protective fires of love, and that within this love is complete protection from all destructive thoughts and feelings, that the consciousness of Christ is lifted up in us in this love, and wherever we will the love to be inflamed. This big old lucky hug for everyone in here, creating and empowering yourself. We thank you, Mother Father, that you are in us and we are in you, and that through us your will is sent forth on wings of power, that your purpose is accomplished on earth as it is in heaven, and that through us your light and love and power is manifest to all the sons and daughters of mankind. Because we are the love, we are the light, we are the truth, we are. Yes. And here is our healing chain. All these people and places have asked us to send our energy in order that they can heal themselves. So however you do that, with light language, with Reiki, with crystal healing, or with prayer. I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael and have him connect his energy to all these beautiful people and places. And we are going to send them love, light, and healing energy now. Mia satosh koros priyata makorosyata. Mia satosh koros priyata makorosyata. Mia satosh koros priyata makorosyata. All right. Any of y'all doing dream work? Yes? If you're doing dream work, put this in your mind's eye before you go do your dream work. This is a dream catcher that our beautiful sister Chris made for us. So put that in your mind's eye before you do that dream work, and nothing will be able to get through this dream catcher, because this is a rainbow butterfly dream catcher created specifically for rainbow butterflies to use in the astral. So use it. Guys, use it. Thank you, Chris, for that. Now we are going to do the Aurelian arc. Energy work. Okay. So we want to close our eyes and picture a beautiful golden rainbow above our planet. And we're going to send out golden strands of light, love, hope, all the good things, joy, into this rainbow of gold. And then it's going to rain down all over the planet. We're going to picture this in our minds. We're going to use our imaginations and know that every raindrop that touches a soul of a 99% on this planet will awaken them to who they are at a soul level, to their higher selves, cause questions in their minds that they want to know who they are and what they're here for, to make them uncontrollable. The 99% is who we are working. Ha ha ha. Yes. And there we are. Thank you for that, guys. Wow, wow, wow. And Amy Lynn, it just started raining there. You can't make this stuff up. Wow. All right. We're going to get into the Celestine prophecy, see what the lesson in the Celestine prophecy is for us today. Woo woo! Clearing the past. Clearing the past. When you say nothing at all. When you say nothing at all. Oh, it started raining there too? Wow. Yes. I'm going to be reading the whole series. We started with the Celestine prophecy. Clearing the past. Ahead, the road narrowed and bent sharply around the sheer rock face of the mountain. The truck bounced over several large rocks and slowly proceeded through the curve. Below, the Andes rose in massive gray ridges above banks of snow-white clouds. I looked at Sanchez. He was leaning over the steering wheel, tense. For most of the day, we had been scaling steep inclines and edging through passages made more narrow by fallen rock. I had wanted to broach the subject of control dramas again, but the time seemed inappropriate. Sanchez appeared to need every ounce of energy for driving, and besides, I wasn't clear on what I wanted to ask. I had read the rest of the Fifth Insight, and it had echoed exactly the points Sanchez had related to me. The idea of getting rid of my style of controlling seemed desirable, especially if it would make my evolution accelerate. But I still couldn't grasp how a control drama operated. "What are you thinking about?" Sanchez asked. "I finished reading the Fifth Insight," I said, "and I was thinking about these dramas. Considering what you said about me, I assume you think my drama has something to do with being aloof." He didn't reply. He was staring up at the road. 100 feet ahead, a large four-wheel drive vehicle blocked the way. A man and a woman stood on a rock precipice 50 feet from the vehicle. They returned our gaze. Sanchez stopped the truck and looked them over for an instant, then smiled. "I know the woman," he said. "That's Julia." Ha! Wow, that's Julia! "It's all right. Let's talk with them." Both the man and woman were of dark complexion and appeared Peruvian. The woman was older, appearing to be about 50, while the man looked approximately 30. As we got out of the truck, the woman walked towards us. "Father Sanchez," she said as she approached. "How are you, Julia?" Sanchez replied. The two embraced. Then Sanchez introduced me to Julia. Julia, in turn, introduced her companion, Rolando. Saying nothing else, Julia and Sanchez turned their backs on us and walked toward the overhang where Julia and Rolando had previously been standing. Rolando looked at me intensely, and I instinctively turned and walked in the direction of the other two people. Rolando followed, still looking at me, as though he wanted something. Although his hair and features were young, his complexion was ruddy and red. For some reason, I felt anxious. Several times, as we walked to the edge of the mountain, he looked as though he was going to speak, but each time I turned my eyes away and increased my pace. He remained silent. When we reached the precipice, I sat on a ledge to prevent him from sitting next to me. Julia and Sanchez were above me about 25 feet, sitting together on a large boulder. Rolando sat as close to me as possible. Although his constant stare bothered me, I was slightly curious about him at the same time. He caught me looking at him and asked, "Are you here for the manuscript?" I took a long time to answer. "I've heard of it." He looked perplexed. "Have you seen it?" "Some," I said. "Do you have something to do with it?" "I am interested," he said, "but I have not seen any copies yet." A period of silence followed. "Are you from the United States?" he asked. The question disturbed me, so I decided not to answer. Instead, I asked, "Does the manuscript have anything to do with the ruins at Machu Picchu?" "I don't think so," he replied, "except that it was written about the same time they were built." I remained silent, looking out at the incredible view of the Andes. Sooner or later, if I remained quiet, he would divulge what he and Julia were doing here and how it concerned the manuscript. We sat for 20 minutes with no conversation. Finally, Rolando stood and walked up to where the others were talking. I was perplexed as to what to do. I had avoided sitting with Sanchez and Julia because I had the distinct impression they wanted to talk alone. For perhaps another 30 minutes, I remained there, gazing out at the rocky peaks and straining to overhear the conversation above me. None of them paid me the slightest bit of attention. Finally, I decided to join them. But before I could move, the three of them stood and began walking toward Julia's vehicle. I cut across the rocks toward them. "They have to go," Sanchez remarked as I approached. "I'm sorry we did not have time to talk," Julia said. "I hope we see you again." She was looking at me with the same warmth Sanchez often displayed. As I nodded, she cocked her head slightly and added, "In fact, I have a feeling we will see you soon." As we strolled down the rocky path, I felt the need to say something in response, but I couldn't think. When we reached her vehicle, Julia only nodded slightly and said a quick goodbye. Both she and Rolando got in, and Julia drove away toward the north, the way Sanchez and I had come. I felt puzzled by the entire experience. Once we were in our vehicle, Sanchez asked, "Did Rolando fill you in on Will?" "No," I said. "Had they seen him?" Sanchez looked confused. "Yes, they saw him at a village 40 miles east of here." "Did Will say anything about me?" "Julia said Will mentioned being separated from you. She said Will talked mainly with Rolando." "Didn't you tell Rolando who you were?" "No, I didn't know if I could trust him." Sanchez looked at me in total bewilderment. "I told you it was fine to talk with them. I have known Julia for years. She owns a business in Lima. But since the discovery of the manuscript, she has been looking for the ninth insight. Julia would not be traveling with anyone untrustworthy. There was no danger. Now you missed what could have been important information." Sanchez looked at me with a serious expression. "This is a perfect example of how a control drama interferes," he said. "You were so aloof, you didn't allow an important coincidence to take place." I must have appeared defensive. "It's all right," he said. "Everyone plays a drama of one kind or another. At least now you understand how yours works." "I don't understand," I said. "What exactly am I doing?" "Your way of controlling people and situations," he explained, "in order to get energy coming your way, is to create this drama in your mind during which you withdraw and look mysterious and secretive. You tell yourself that you're being cautious, but what you're really doing is hoping someone will be pulled into this drama and will try to figure out what's going on with you. When someone does, you remain vague, forcing them to struggle and dig and try to discern your true feelings." Wow, I know people like that. "As they do so, they give you their full attention, and that sends their energy to you. The longer you can keep them interested and mystified, the more energy you receive. Unfortunately, when you play aloof, your life tends to evolve very slowly, because you're repeating this same scene over and over again. If you had opened up to Rolando, your life movie would have taken off in a new and meaningful direction." I felt myself becoming depressed. All this was just another example of what Will had pointed out when he saw me resisting giving information to Renaud. It was true. I did tend to hide what I really thought. I looked out the window as we followed the road higher into the peaks. Sanchez concentrated again on avoiding the fatal drop-offs. When the road straightened, he looked over at me and said, "The first step in the process of getting clear for each of us is to bring our particular control drama into full consciousness. Nothing can proceed until we really look at ourselves and discover what we are doing to manipulate for energy. This is what has just happened to you." "What is the next step?" I asked. "Each of us must go back into our past, back into our early family life, and see how this habit was formed. Seeing its inception keeps our way of controlling in consciousness. Remember, most of our family members were operating in a drama themselves, trying to pull energy out of us as children. This is why we had to form a control drama in the first place. We had to have a strategy to win energy back. It's always in relation to our family members that we develop our particular dramas. However, once we recognize the energy dynamics in our families, we can go past these control strategies and see what was really happening. What do you mean, really happening? Each person must reinterpret his family experience from an evolutionary point of view, from a spiritual point of view, and discover who he really is. And once we do that, our control drama falls away and our real lives take off. So how do I begin? By first understanding how your drama was formed. Tell me about your father. He is a good man who is fun-loving and capable, but I hesitated, not wanting to sound ungrateful toward my father. But what? Sanchez asked. Well, I said, he was always critical. I could never do anything right. How did he criticize you? Sanchez asked. A picture of my father, young and strong, appeared in my mind. He asked questions, then found something wrong with the answers. And what happened to your energy? I guess I felt drained. So I tried to keep from telling him anything. You mean you got vague and distant, trying to say things in a way that would get his attention, but not reveal enough to give him something to criticize? He was the interrogator, and you dodged around him with your aloofness. Yeah, I guess. But what is an interrogator? Wow. Okay, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave there because, wow. How many of us felt unworthy, felt small? For me, it wasn't so much my parent. My dad, he had his moments. My mom was amazing. She was always loving and caring. Until she divorced my father. And then I feel like, but this was after we were all adults. I was like in my 30s when it happened. So we were all adults when my parents got their divorce. But, and she took some time for herself, right? She took some time for herself, and that was a beautiful thing. But my first husband was a manipulator, a control freak. He made me feel small, like an ant small, and fat and useless and all these things, right? Nothing was ever good enough. My cooking sucked, everything. I was a bad mother, blah, blah, blah. And because they were energy vampires. They were energy vampires. And all of us have had these type of people in our lives, energy vampires. And we need to learn how to forgive those energy vampires and take our energy back from them, from the circumstances, from the things that happened to us early in our lives, right? And climb from there. Be the joy now. In this now moment, right? We're not living in the past anymore. We're certainly not living in the future. We're living in the now moment and making it full of joy. And that's what's important, not looking in backwards. We heal from this moment forward, right? And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. All right. That's class for the day. I'm going to get our Lyran Song of Light ready. If anyone would like to come up, you are more than welcome to come up and share anything you might have learned today, anything you want to share, anything you want to get off your chest. Now's the time.
Lo and behold,
Now is the time.
after 2 years.
All right. Knocking on heaven's door. Love it. Lynette, yay. And Earth Angel Amy Lynn. Yay. Two beautiful teachers.
Hey, sweetie, how are you?
Hi. I
I
am
had the most amazing. I'm sorry, I never even waited for you to say how. Let me start all over. How are you, love?
I am amazing. How are you?
I love that about you. I love that for you. The season is really good. It's a good
Oh,
season.
yeah,
It
it
really
is.
is. You know, I'm going through like a tower moment, I guess, a tear down moment in my life where I'm realizing and I'm peeling back the onion and all that good stuff, right? I've been
Mm,
up and down and all around. But yesterday, it's trauma, right? Like when we're dealing with trauma, it's peeling back the onions from being traumatized, right? And this life and many. But I remembered something the other day. And I felt I was so divinely guided yesterday. It was such a messed up day. I felt like I was getting spiritually attacked on like everything was going wrong. Finally, I
mm,
just gave up. But thank God I run my own business. Thank God. So I just like threw my hands up in the air and said, "F it, I'm going home." Right. And I left and I went home. Right. But when I went home, it just happened to be Kaya Raw. She has a monthly Soul Alliance Prayer Alliance group for
mm,
victims from for any type of trauma. You know what I mean? When you do that, because that's what the Sophia Code's all about. So I just happened to catch
mm,
on that. And it was so perfect. And she was saying the same thing, that it was horrible, right? But get
mm,
this, one of the comments that I wrote, okay, about, today being all sorts of messed up, because it really was. Anyways, I said it to her. Can't exactly remember how it went. Doesn't matter, because she laughed out loud, and then she read it, and then she says, "You made me laugh. Thank you." And I was just like, out of all of the comments that go through, she fat because she doesn't comment too often. Maybe she might comment on about three or four messages per
mm,
prayer, right?
mm.
Per hour, once a month. And I'm like, yes, we're now etherically connected. Yeah, now the healing gets real, is what I'm thinking to myself. Right?
Mhm.
Beautiful.
It really was. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I took
because
that
yes,
wave
I
and ran
had a
with it.
moment like that with Monarch. Do you guys know Monarch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I went into Monarch's live, just guided into there, and he was talking. It was like he was talking directly to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I answered him because I felt like he was talking directly to me. Well, guess what? He was talking directly to me. We had like
Mm-hmm.
this beautiful conversation before he
Mm-hmm.
started like his readings and stuff. So, yeah, I had one of those moments, Lynette. They're amazing. And especially when you're in a place like I've been for like the last couple of days, the whole um poor me state, things coming
Mm-hmm.
up, I'm not worthy. I had a lot of self-doubt creeping over this last week, and it's because we're peeling back the layers, we're ascending, we're going higher,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, just to relate with you, sister, on this level, I'm just like in tears right now. I can't stop crying the last couple of days either, because of just such the beautiful, beautiful awareness of everything that's coming in. I had a huge moment after Mama's live the other night, and I was like, said something, came back, and then Paul drew 3 stars of Orion. And I was like being really selfish. And I'm like, I'm not going to that live. Blah, 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 blah. I had that kind of moment. And then I got, no, she's an elder. You get your ass in that house right now after I went outside and grounded. You get your butt back in that house right now. She's doing a seraphim healing. You need to be in there. And I'm like, okay, she's an elder. I sat down, listened, and everything, went through it. And then afterwards, I went back to her live and had one of the most amazing moments, other than when I was given this sword. Okay. Orion's belt was directly over my house that night. I kept looking up at it, going, can I come home? Please. And Paul had drew it on a document in his paper, and I said, you're not going to believe this, but that's right above my house right now. And we shared this beautiful connection. And then Mama read it and said, that I was being knighted right now. I needed to hug a tree, ground my feet, light a blue candle or light a white candle, all of this. And it brought me to this level of anybody else's ears popping because they're soaring right now and things are moving so quickly. It's like it's going by in a blur, and I feel like I'm on an airplane because my ears are like popping all day long. Like I just got off of a freaking airplane.
My ears have been ringing so, like, the loudest they've ever rang over the past 2 weeks.
Ringing and popping.
My God.
Ringing and popping. Like I literally will
I
get
have to sleep with music on because if I don't, the ringing in my ears keeps me awake. It's wild.
My right ear mostly.
Whether you're speaking of Earth Angel Amy Lynn.
What, sis?
Who is this person you're speaking of or this angel you're speaking of?
Carion, Paul. Is that who you're talking about?
No, the one you had to go into her live.
Tess, dreaming of Tess. I went into Tess.
Oh, Tess last night.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Amy came in last night, and
Tess is amazing.
and like immediately Tess connected with her energy, and I'm listening to Tess like read out everything, and I'm like, yep, that's Amy.
Tess didn't know who Amy Lynn really was, and so
No, she didn't, but she connected with you, and I was like, yes, girl.
And
This
Tess
is amazing.
She's
I love
still
her
here.
so
But
much.
her and I had an amazing conversation on this new day before I came to class. And was able to tell her more about myself, and she's like, holy smokes, I need to have you on my live or whatever. But no, after I went to Mama's live that night, and she told me I was knighted, and Paul saw the blue dragon, and Paul saw the blue wolf, and that we all need to light the white candle right now for the blue wolf, hug a tree for the blue dragon and Mother Earth, and speak our blue dragon. And I did all of this immediately when my mother's reading this to me. I'm like walking around doing it on the live, right? Well, that night, you guys, I went to the ship, and I literally had like one of the most crazy experiences. I'm sitting in a movie theater type situation, like a remote viewing room type thing is what we call it. Except I'm watching this child's life. I'm watching her from the time she's born to the time she becomes an adult, meets her soulmate, the things that they were going to do, and then automatically I'm told by, creator, call your team in the room. Because at like 39, the movie stopped because they stopped. Something intervened with their dream and their, what was going to happen. And so automatically I'm sitting in there and I watch this whole thing and I'm like, wow, this is really like interesting. And I'm by myself watching this. And then creator's voice says, call in your team. And I kind of looked at the movie screen and I'm like, call in my team? He said, yes, call in your team. You have your own team. Call them in. So I said, team, come in. Next thing you know, I got a whole group of like younger, vibrant superheroes coming into this room. And he says, send them. And I go, okay, go. And they walked right into the screen. And I'm like, and then I woke up and it was 11:11.
I love it.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, so I'm doing this. I'm like doing this here on this earth, but I'm really like doing it in the astral, helping bridges and I'm like, wow, it was just, and I was knighted that night, and they were like showing me, this is who you are, Amy Lynn, for real, stop letting the the worldly world mess with you.
Yes.
Stop letting the material world and the chaos that's going on. You are transmuting it. I kept getting one will heal the other, one will heal the other. And that's, it kept repeating in my head all day long. One will heal the other, one will heal the other, and I'm like, just wow. And I haven't been able to talk to anybody for a couple of days because it hasn't been guided time now.
Right.
But it's guided time now, and in one will heal the other, and we are all one. And that's what's amazing about the whole message and everything.
It's a ripple effect. Yes.
Is that we are all the one, and we are all healing.
Yes. That's what I got from it too when you said that.
Hey, Sherry. Welcome in.
Hi, Sherry Berry.
Our lion's better today, or not glowing today.
See, now when you said one will heal the other, you know where my mind went? That one self will heal the other self. That once
I like
we
that
heal
too.
one part of ourselves, the other part that we just healed will help us heal another aspect of it.
Yes.
That's what I got from that.
Beautiful. And I also got Rick sick. Okay, that's another thing. Is Rick is sick, and he has been, and I got that from that as well. It's like myself will help heal his self type situation as well. So like it's a whole aspect of just where and I literally, you were saying something about the onion. Well, during this ascension, I haven't been able to breathe on this last ascension. It's like I've had like soaring, ear popping, stuffy nose trying to stop me from being able to breathe. Okay, they're putting those straight liney things up here in the air above me like constantly. So I already know what the hell it is, all right? But I literally cut an onion like what you're saying and was walking around the house with it up underneath my nose. Trying to sniff it to open all of it up. So it is, the whole onion thing is coming up today as well, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
we're peeling, we're healing, we're peeling, we're healing, we're peeling, we're healing.
I gotta share this dream I had last night with you guys. I gotta just put it down because it was so vivid. And it seemed to go on forever. I know they don't, but geez. So I, for some reason, was with him in my dream. And when he went to give me a hug, he shot me in my stomach twice, in my belly button with with a hand, bang, bang. And I absorbed it.
You're sacred.
I absorbed it, and it didn't take me out. And he couldn't understand in the dream why I wasn't being unalived by it. And I just kept going. And he's like, aren't you gonna, like, he wanted to know where the blood was and stuff. And I just absorbed it. It was weird. It was weird. So I'll just leave it there.
You transmuted it.
I did.
Out at him.
Yes,
I
That
did.
would have been amazing.
You are keeping going.
Yeah.
You
Well,
are.
they were like in my belly button, the bang bang things. Like,
Yeah, that's
they were like
wild.
in there, and he couldn't
Right.
understand
Solar
like why they didn't go
plexus,
through my body, why
Yes,
they didn't
exactly that
take
part.
me out.
Solar plexus.
That's
I
your
ate
solar
it with my
plexus.
solar
That's your
plexus.
sun of the body.
Yes.
Yep.
So I just wanted to share that and leave it here because it felt like a
Interesting.
final cord dissolving,
Yeah, absolutely.
like big time
You
last
chose
night.
you, didn't
No,
you?
because I've been feeling
In your dream, you chose
the
yourself.
unalive magic. I've been feeling the unalive magic coming at me, but instead of it taking me out, I'll stub my toe, or I'll
Right.
bite my tongue,
Boom,
or I'll
baby.
slip on the ice, but I'll fall the right way. So all these things
Right, I
that
remember
keep
that.
almost are supposed to
Or
be
step
taking me
all
out
of a sudden
completely.
falling down, but I don't want to fall down.
Yeah.
You're telling me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I've been
Amazing.
closing a lot of old timelines too, and I'm sick
Yeah.
and healing.
Yes, exactly, Ashley. That part.
That's what time it
All
is.
right, so we are
Yes.
I was
doing
getting
Put
from
me
it
off
too,
my
Ashley.
high
Old
horse,
timelines.
everybody.
We're
So I'm
ending those
humble.
cycles.
All right.
They're done.
Yep. Humble but powerful, Ashley.
Whew.
Yeah, like I'm having my little tower moments too, but yo, we still pushing through. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, We're pushing through every day.
We're all
Every
rising
day.
Like,
from
what
them,
was
though.
it? Tess said something
Yes, we rise
yesterday
like
about
the
I was connected to the dark goddess. Remember
The dark
that?
goddess. Well, we all are
Christine?
right now.
Yeah,
She's
remember that? And
a
she said
divine
that,
feminine.
and I'm like, baby, I
Yeah.
am
If
walking with
I
it.
if I
What are you
close
talking
out and all of a
about?
sudden check out, sorry, lost power, lost Wi-Fi. So there's my heads up.
Okay, girly. I
I've been
know.
totally this dark feminine, the dark feminine, the dark
that.
empath, the dark wounded woman. I'm telling you what,
I am a
I
dark
feel like
empath.
I have been working. I
Absolutely.
feel like I've been working and healing her, and because of that, now I can integrate her into me, and I feel her, and I'm
Yes,
celebrating her.
it's Hathorian
I'm celebrating
energy
her.
all day, every day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's just a
That part,
celebration. It's
baby,
an
that
embrace
part.
of.
That's what's
Mhm.
It's
going
so
on.
good,
I'm getting a
and I
Nana.
feel more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
Nana
got
as well.
a lot of names.
And Ekrashel, all of them. And
Like,
Freya.
all
Now
of
they're
them.
all
Hey,
screaming in my ear. And
sunshine.
Athena. And
Now they're all
I
Medusa.
had a
Ooh.
beautiful tower moment with my mother yesterday.
Okay,
Okay,
Medusa.
that's another thing that was beautiful was you know how beautiful it is to be able to talk
Why,
to your
Jules?
mom about something that she judged you for so long and then actually have her not judge you as you're having the conversation.
Yes,
Like
it is.
I had to hunt around for new insurance because I found out that when we bought, Royal, the Lincoln, that this company is about to be ripping me off like crazy. And I had no idea how bad it was. And I had to get South Carolina insurance anyway. So Rick and I went around and I called my mom and I told her what they were doing. And she says, "Oh, Amy Lynn, that sounds awfully, awfully high." And I said, "Okay, good. I thought so." She calmed me down because I was very angry when I found out about it. Okay. So I had to express this anger. And I'm looking at Rick and I go, "I'm very, very fucking angry right now."
Ashley.
And I said, "But I'm not going to take it out on you. I'm not going to take it out on anyone. Just allow me this anger moment right now to get it out of my
Yeah,
system."
Nana.
And Rick called my mom, and we talked to my mom and my mom calmed me down, but they said that because of poor insurance past, and I was able to say, "You know what, Mom? I get the whole no insurance in the past situation, because I had the addiction and things were more important than car insurance to us then, And my mom goes, "Yep, aren't you glad you're not there no more? Aren't you, And it was like a beautiful tower moment from things that she used to just judge me on all the time. And it was just a beautiful full circle healing tower moment between me and my mom. And I'm leaving Monday to go to Ohio. Okay. So I think that had to align before I even left. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think?
I think you're right.
I mean, that's where healing that womb, that mother wound, girl.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yep. What she said.
Yep. Love you, girl.
I love you. I'm glad you guys let me share that with you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I'm just this big bubbling, ascending, can't get my shit together
It's
person
called
right
transmutation
We all have
station, and it's okay. It's okay. It's what we're supposed
all
to
have our
do.
moments.
What else are you supposed to do with the pressure that builds? What? Hold it? Eat it? Turn it into dis-ease? No way. Let it out, sis.
I am.
Okay, good.
Right out my nose, baby.
We are not storage containers for the low frequencies anymore, y'all. Get it out.
Whew.
Yeah, you got it. I'm glad you came in there last night. I was excited when you came in Tessa's room because the energy
was
was
really
popping
crazy
off
'cause-
in there last night. Oh, she was on fire. I was like, girl,
Yes,
go.
she was. And she needs to keep it going, you know what
I love
I'm
her
saying?
so much. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even explain. Yeah.
She nailed that sucker, buddy. She nailed it right on point. And about how people used to talk about me. And she said, "Has anybody ever gossiped about you?" And I'm like,
That's
really?
exactly, and I
Are
thought
you
exactly,
asking me
yep.
this
She's
question right
back
now?
with all the people that used to gossip, and she's setting them straight right now. So that's exactly what's going on. Yeah.
Yes, Sherry, I did take a deep cleansing breath because that was great to get off my chest. That was just a beautiful moment that came full circle. I didn't even at first when it happened, and I was talking to my mom and everything, it didn't click. And then I looked at Rick and I said, "Do you know how beautiful it is to be able to talk to mom about our addiction and not have her judge us on it?" I said that, Rick, and Rick's like, "Yeah, that's pretty cool," because Rick, we've been avoiding going home because of the shame. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've been, and not wanting to be with our family, and not, wanting to be around my mom and my aunts and uncles and everything.
There's absolutely no shame attached to you anymore, babe. So you go in there with your head held high.
You know it, sister.
That's it.
You know it.
That's it.
But for 10 years, you guys, I haven't been home for the holidays in 10 years. Over 10 years, I think.
Well, because we've all been in a 9-year cycle, so that makes sense.
Are you going now? This is you're leaving to go to them? Are you going there for the holidays now?
Yes, on Monday, if
Good
creeks don't rise.
I don't celebrate the holidays, but I do celebrate families getting together, especially for the first time in 10 years. I celebrate that.
I'm not big, you know that. I don't have a tree up or the sparkling lights or anything in my house. However, I'm like, I've got grandkids again, and I lost all my grandkids to addiction. I have 6 grandchildren that are in the state system, all right, or have been adopted. And I have to wait until they want to find me and their parents, but God, is giving back to us what was taken. Just
exactly.
like, I'm looking at it like, Job. I had a 4-bedroom house, 8 acres of land, and then I had all these grandkids and a beautiful family, and then all of a sudden it's all gone, and I'm living on the streets, and I had to learn how to, rebuild myself, rebuild, me, so others could be rebuilding themselves around me, and it's just so amazing when that's what you're doing, and you're not just doing it for yourself. Once you do it for yourself, you're setting the example and being the anchor for every single person that's, comes around you, and you're like, I don't care what people think about me. I start singing Phil Collins. If I hear him talking about me, I'll look at him and go, I don't care anymore, because there are those ones out there, and we have a special gift, and we can hear, we can see, things that they don't know that we can hear and see. Well, guess what? I hear your thoughts, baby. So if you're sitting over there chatting about me, I already know.
Exactly. I know it. I've known that's why every single attempt that's been made, and there were attempts made yesterday to get me to contact back. You know what I mean? Like things said to my children, things said about, if you're under 21, your mother is still responsible for you in New York State. My daughter was like, no, she's not. I'm 18. I do what I want. Like, what are you trying to say? Like, our mom's fine. We're fine. You're the problem. Like, we're good. But trying so desperately at this last hour, the narcissists are going to try to hold. They're going to try to hold anyway. And it's just, when you see, and you can just avoid all that. I'm just super grateful for that divine insight.
Right.
Yeah.
And I told Val the other day, and I think I told you too, BX, the other night at 2:20 in the morning, I got a knock on my door.
Wow.
Okay. And I had just learned about Slytherin and the Harry Potter and all the ties that go together with it and all that, and how the year of the snake is coming to the end, and here comes the Trojan horse, and all this. Yeah. And we get a knock on the door at 2:20 in the morning. And I sit up in bed, the dogs are barking, Rick's looking at me. I'm like, and he goes to go downstairs and open the door. And instantly I'm said, do not open that door.
Yeah.
You know, Spirit's telling me, do not open the door. You will welcome it in, you know?
Yeah.
And so he goes downstairs and he goes, is there anybody there? And I said, ain't nobody going to answer you because nobody's there. You know what I'm saying? And so Val and I had this huge talk about that and how they're, you know, this is their last shot, guys.
It is. They're going to try
So
everything.
take the hits, turn the other cheek, and stand in your strength and power.
I'm literally getting a bang banged in my sleep, yo. Like they are trying
you know what
so
I'm saying?
hard. Yeah.
That was all in
my
the
chat.
update for the 1% today. Were you listening to that? That was powerful.
That's
shit,
why I was
man.
like, yep.
So I'm in here
Confirmation.
dancing. You're saying about dancing, right? The other night, Rick was just playing that Whip It, and I was literally downstairs making brownies, and Rick was making, and he was watching somebody doing that Whip It dance, and I'm downstairs whipping up brownies, you know, and I'm like, hell no, what a perfect moment, you know, and I did it, and look at all of you guys. I mean, it was amazing. It caught on like that. Like, we're whipping it, baby.
So
we're
cool.
not taking none of this no more.
Yep.
We're having fun. We came
We
to
have to
have fun.
expect it to get
whipping
more
it, you
intense
know?
as we get more intense. We have to expect the balance. Okay.
Yep.
So the more you step into the light, the more aggressive the dark is going to seem to be. It's going to appear to be. But really,
Look 'em in
it's
their
just that
eyes.
last resort. They're having a full blown temper tantrum
Yep.
right now.
Smile at
Full
them.
blown.
Send them love. Dance around them. Sing around them, because it's
At
not
the end of the
worth it.
day, the divine is going to do what the divine is going to do.
Yep.
Things
Something
will be
harder,
balanced depending on your heart. It will be balanced, the feather
Yeah.
against your heart, whether you like it or not. It's where we're at.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
Drop the mic.
It just is
My
what it
sister
is.
just dropped the mic. Boom, baby.
You know, you can try to tell them nicely, but now it's just a matter of fact. Here
Dance
we
like
are.
nobody's looking, and don't even care if they are looking. Dance. I told Rick, I said, I could walk into Walmart. I could start singing, and maybe somebody would start singing with me. I said, so I'm standing at the line at Walgreens yesterday, waiting patiently as everybody's checking out, singing, "Oh, Come All Ye Faithful," and checking out the energy around me to see if anybody is vibing with me. Not one person in that line. Not one person. Not the cash register.
I would have been singing.
Everybody-
I'm already humming it now that you just said
I
it.
know,
It would have
I
been
know
me.
you would have. I know you would have. But it was
I
like,
always sing in grocery stores.
come.
with myself. Yeah. Yeah.
I
I'm always
Listen up.
singing.
I went to see my
I
little
sang it.
niece play the violin at a nursing home, and we all started singing. All of the patients there, like all the residents, they're all Alzheimer and dementia. They all started singing. It was the most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my life. Even some of the residents that were completely disassociated, when the rest of us started singing, I saw their eyes light up, and I was like, "There it is. There's the magic right there."
exactly. It's beautiful. But
It was so
how would
beautiful.
you feel if you're standing there, there's 7 people in line, and you're sitting there singing, "Oh, Come All Ye Faithful," and nobody is there with you? You know what I'm saying? And so I think it was kind of also the divine having me check around. Because I'll tell you, when I was first doing this, I used to stand outside on my first 3 years of this just so I could see about Christmas, like what Lynette said and everything, you know. And I sung songs about the birth. All right, it wasn't.
Karen.
I wish you a Merry Christmas or anything. I was guided to sing, "Do you hear what I hear? Oh, come all ye
that song.
faithful." Okay, and then one more, and I can't think of what "Joy to the World."
I was
Or
going to
no,
say Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
It was either it was Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
I knew it. I
Okay.
could feel it in my
Okay, it
soul.
was Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Oh,
I
come
knew
all
it.
ye faithful.
I could hear you
and then,
singing
do
it in
you
my
see
brain.
what I see? And I would stand outside. I was sent on missions, and this is when I was living in Florida, and I went the first year, and I stood outside of Publix, I stood outside of the Dollar Tree, and I stood outside of the Circle K. I was literally escorted off by the police at Publix. Like, I was like, "You gotta go. You're upsetting the people here." At the Publix grocery
He's
store.
right there.
I'm like,
Stormborn Re 888. Tammy. That's
Yeah,
her.
Stormborn Reed.
Country Fried
888.
Stormborn Re 888.
Then
That's
the
where
next year, I
we
was
read.
ready to go
We're
walking
reading.
through
What are we
Wally
reading right now?
World,
I don't even know.
singing the
amazing.
same 3 songs. Walking.
I tell my grandson that Santa and I don't get along. Like I told my daughter, if she
Oh.
got rid of the Santa aspect of it, then I would totally celebrate it. But she doesn't believe in the Lord thy God, so it's very hard for me. She believes in Santa and not. So I can't. So I choose not to participate. That's all.
I get it, and you have every right. You know what I'm saying? For years I didn't. You know, I'm just doing it now.
Alexa, stop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
grandchildren.
my daughter, she's 9 now, and she kind of knows. But she said, Santa's within you, and whatever you believe, as long as you get the gifts and have joy, that's all that matters.
Amazing.
Facts.
Santa in me though. That's the whole idea. This is what I'm saying. Like it's just such a fictional character. I have a problem. And I don't know. I guess I'm standing firm on my beliefs in regards to this, but we go around in our childhood and we are told the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus, all this is real. But the monsters under your bed, they're not real. The monster in your closet isn't real. We're told lies throughout our whole life and I just refuse. I've refused to adhere to that. Right? I just can't. I don't want Santa. I want Jesus. Like, you know what I mean? I want Yeshua. I want it really is. It's just I don't come down on anyone who does, but I do voice my opinion when it comes up. Right?
Right, babe, and you have every right to. Every right to. It's Mary Christ Mass. It's about Mary and Christ. It's not
What's
just
the song?
about Christ.
What's the song now?
Yeah, but if you I'm not even gonna get into it. But yes, I love you guys.
I get what you're saying too, but I'm like I'm not saying this is from Santa. I'm saying this is from Grandma.
Only fear shields.
Yeah.
Only fear shields. Illumination doesn't hide. It sees the truth, and it unconditionally loves its shadow.
Boom. I unconditionally love every single one of you in here right now.
Me too.
I mean,
I'm so grateful for this group of
I am as well.
inspiration I have every day. Every time I want to feel defeated or all of your frequencies, kick in and remind me like this is not just about you. This is a we thing. We need you to keep your frequency where it needs to be. And I'm like, okay. So it's a very beautiful reminder that I'm
every
connected.
single one of us doing our part to create this beautiful golden grid thread that's going across the planet right now. And every one of us is strategically placed where we are for this reason, for this purpose.
Right. 100%.
Yeah, exactly. We tell our kids we don't lie to them, and then they find out their entire life is a lie. I know. I get it.
Horrible.
I know. It's really not a great thing that we do. It's really not. If we raise them on frequencies and let them see things like Santa as a frequency, the Easter Bunny as a frequency,
That's perfect.
that would be different.
I love how you said that.
I love
Frequency of joy.
There's frequencies of joy. There's a very specific Santa Claus frequency that comes in. It awakens your inner child. It awakens your magic. It awakens your hope. It's a frequency, not a person. But we're changing all that. It's good.
Yep,
It's
they
happening.
put a name on a frequency.
Yeah.
Okay, but Santa, if you rearrange the letters, let's be honest.
Yeah, I
if you
know.
rearrange the
Yeah,
letters,
I know.
okay.
Oh, yeah,
If Santa
Because
is
there
a
is a lot of
frequency, it is a
materialism and
frequency.
ego attached to it. So yeah, and
it's a
again,
very
there's a
lovely-
balance in everything, light and dark,
Who
even
was
in
it created
Santa.
for?
Everybody,
Every
even in
letter.
Santa.
Who created it? Go back to the roots.
Right.
Who created Santa? Then you know its frequency.
Yes. That
Yep.
part.
That's all.
that part. You don't have to tell me. I saw all about
I love
it.
that.
I saw all about it.
People need to hear it, Lynette.
The Krampus.
When I think of Christmas,
I love
I think
Krampus.
of the Nativity. That's what I think of. The Nativity.
I'm a fan of Krampus.
And even though I know it's not the same date as Christ's real birth,
I'm German, you know. I
Christmas to
appreciate
me is
Krampus.
Christmas. So
I'm German.
It's a better way to get your kids to act right. Krampus versus Santa. Look into it.
He should be singing those beautiful songs.
They got him on the Coca-Cola can too, by the way.
Oh God, stop
But
it.
that's, you know what?
Right? Like they should play
Coca-Cola,
Yeah, I
literally,
know.
if you do the
That should
history,
tell you right there.
when you do the research right there, Coca-Cola literally put the guy in the red suit. Okay? I mean, do the history. It was Coca-Cola, it was advertising, and it was, you know, that was when the red suit, the jolly guy going down the chimney, you know, look it up. Coca-Cola started that shit.
Yeah, it was more of a church.
Well, that doesn't mean much either. I'm sorry. Coming from a Catholic, I'm like, that doesn't.
I think they partnered with
Yeah. I'm sure there was a Saint Nicholas. He probably had nothing to do with what
That's
they
Saint
connect
right.
him with.
Yes, Avatar.
Exactly.
That's
I
what I
like
was-
the name Saint Nicholas. I do.
That's my
Or
Christ.
old Saint Nick. I
That's
do
my
like
Avatar.
Or Jack Frost. Jack Frost.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
listen, he's here. Jack Frost is here. He's right outside right now. He's right there.
Yeah, he's
I love you.
That frequency is
Living in your
alive and
nose,
well.
baby.
yeah.
Oh, and you know who else I like? I like the Grinch.
I love
think
the
he's a
Grinch.
cool character. The
I do
Grinch-
too.
It's a very, and
Me
it's a
too.
beautiful
He's fun.
symbolism
He's an
of
alien. That's
what that
me.
frequency does to your heart.
so
That is a
fun.
great story about the
Whatever
frequencies.
happened to the little drummer boy? Okay,
Oh, the
whatever
little drummer
happened
boy.
Love
to the little drummer boy? All right,
Why
they
can't we
don't
sing
show
that
that
song all year
anymore.
round?
They don't show
Why
that
can't we
on
sing-
television anymore. The little drummer boy that led them to the nativity scene. Okay,
Yeah, I think he wasn't a good character.
but he was a good.
For
kid.
Christmas
Well,
is a
that's
great
what they want you to
story.
think. But my sister's seen him in the middle of her sleep. I know he's not.
Well, maybe in that part, but the one that led the shepherds to the manger, that's what it's all about. Okay,
Right.
that's what people
That's not.
forget
Yeah, that's
about.
different. Yeah, that's
Okay.
not.
Pentatonic, the little drummer boy, is beautiful.
Yeah, I love them. They're
Pentatonic.
awesome.
Yeah,
They're beautiful.
so good.
Talk about frequencies.
Yeah.
They've got that on lock.
Yeah.
Amazing. You
Yeah.
can't help but get
Oh, I
chills
love
all
the
over your
symphonies
body when
too.
you listen to them.
Yes, I love.
We got
the
1
symphony
minute.
time.
Told me, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum.
I'm definitely going to be listening to that today because it's stuck in my head already.
A poor boy to pa-rum-pa-pum-pum.
That's my husband's favorite song, Christmas song.
Right. I play my drum for you. Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum-pum-pum. I love it.
I
got
like that
goosebumps.
song, We Three Kings, too. That's a great song.
I like Away in a Manger too.
Yep.
I love them all. I love them all.
Those
Love
songs
them
should
all.
be
It's a
sung
frequency.
all year round. It shouldn't be a once a year thing. They
Right,
should be sung all year
exactly.
round.
It is all year round. That's the
sing
reverse
anytime you
mirror
want
of it.
to.
That's why they make it one day, because it's supposed to be all the days. Get it? Take what they say
Yes.
and flip it. And that's what it's supposed to be. It's easy.
Flip it and reverse it.
Yeah,
Yep.
the
Here we
whole
go,
world's
guys.
not supposed to just be peaceful and loving and kind. One year of the, you know, one day of this year, all days of the year.
I love that. The energy.
Let's
is
go.
Luna cheia que le zamara solo cara ilumina Oran sheli etara shiru shenor hayae ara shelu imara solo etara dirare ona tu kiele mahara siria edutare anoma sheliraya solu solu elira Ona tu kele mahara siria yutare anuma sheliraya solu solu melira valira shenu valira kilu no shetara numero shelianara shonero taletila valira omen shenore keleta yesho ara shelu imara solo etara mirare ona tu kele mahara siya yutare anuma sheliraya solu solu elira.
High IQ minds analyze everything. Bored by simple tasks.
Always.
They feel mentally unstimulated.
Ona tu kele mahara siria yutare anuma sheliraya solu solu elira lumae urushenaya talare lion sharu homara shenu tanira Kelet shaneru alu Oraya shone etira Alu shenori solu Ara shenu ima Solu etara nirae Ona tu kele mahara Siria yutare Anuma sheliraya Solu solu elira Valira shenu tanura Gelu noraya Tare shenu relitu Umara shelisha Iluma shenari taliru Solo anumalirae Ara shelu Solo etaralirae Ona tu kele mahara Siria elotarae Anuma sheliraya Solo solo elira Malira shono talira Anura shenu unatukele mahara Siria ilumzare Anuma sheliraya Solu solu elira Umari shenu valira Tareliyoshum Shilu oraya talira Kelun shenu solu Etara talu manura Iluma shenora ya Ara shenu imara Sulu etalira Unatukele mahara Siria ilumzarare Anuma sheliraya Solu solu elira Malira shenu talara Oraya elit solu Anuma shenu rimari Keluraya shum Tare shenari taliru Umara shenu lirae
Woo! Yeehaw! Gotta love that.
Oh my God, the
Thank
light codes are
you. Thank you for the
crazy.
dance moves and the light language, Earth Angel
Love you
England, and
guys.
Avatara. Happy
drumming,
Tuesday
baby.
to you all for being up here with me.
Love you.
And the final song of the day is
Rah, rah, rah.
Good one, good one.
Heaven's a Place on Earth.
There you go. There you go.
Place on heaven,
Heaven, baby, love comes
love
first.
comes
Heaven,
on earth.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Absolutely. Pat yourself on the back. You're a badass.
Yeah.
You've done this.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hey, mama. You're so funny. I'll be sitting in the car and a song like this will come on or something, and all of a sudden I'm doing this in the car behind the driver.
Right.
You know, and everybody's looking at it, and I'm going like this, sending it out to everybody out the window, you know? I love you all so
Love you.
Baby, do you know what that's worth?
Have such a beautiful day, everybody. Magic is in the air.
I
Hi,
love
Mama
you.
Gaga.
Comes first.
Sunshine, Jules, everyone in here. Thank you for being you.
Love you guys.
Mwah.
Love you guys.
Y'all make my heaven on earth. Yes.
Mwah. Sorry, I had to join in on the kisses.
Have a beautiful day, Country Fried. Love you, brother.
Love you, sunshine and Matt. Oh, well, love you. Oh my God.
Have
Hugs
a
and
bliss day
kisses.
like the love.
So many. Afraid before, but I'm not afraid anymore. Ooh, that's right. Let's go.
Nope. Nada. Not today.
Hey, I needed that.
Not today. Today's a good day to have a good day.
Love you, sunshine.
I love
you,
you.
sunshine.
Love you guys so much.
Have a beautiful day, babe.
Have a magical day, everybody.
Thank you, sis. Mwah.
Mwah. Mwah.
Namaste, Tammy. My soul knows your soul. Maybe. Not afraid anymore. Maybe there was a day before, but not anymore.
Do you know what that's worth? Oh, heaven is a place on earth. They say that heaven love comes first. You make heaven a place on earth. Oh, heaven is a place on earth. Oh, heaven is a place on earth.
Love you guys so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Hugs and kisses.
Love you guys.